What is going down, Niner Faithful? It's NinerJ49 coming back with another video. So, I had an unboxing to do, but forgot to shut my door. I had an unboxing to do, and I'm not going to tell you guys what it was, but it dealt with the 49ers, obviously. But there was a minor issue. Well, it was kind of like minor but major. I'll explain it once I do the review, but I'm going to end up getting that jersey back on Thursday. I'll explain it thoroughly once I end up getting it, and I'll obviously show you guys what it is. So that video will come out Thursday, probably Thursday around like 4 or 5 o'clock. But anyways, so the Buccaneers have hired Bruce Arians as their next head coach. Very surprising move, to be honest. This is the thing. Bruce Arians, I can remember thoroughly when Bruce Arians retired. He said that he did it to spend more time with like his family and stuff. And now he gets picked up by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm kind of confused because I remember him retiring after the 2017 season. And that was when the Cardinals beat Seattle, and Seattle kicked them out of the playoffs. And Cardinals, I believe, went like 7-9 that year, maybe 8-8. Correct me if I'm wrong. But then, you know, there's speculation about him getting hired maybe back, or when the Cardinals fired Steve Wilks, there was a lot of talk about him possibly getting hired again by the Arizona Cardinals to come back and coach for the Arizona Cardinals. But I felt like he kind of knew that, in a way, that team was probably in a more serious stage, as in rebuilding-wise, than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were. And I feel like that's probably why he ended up. That's probably why he ended up going to Tampa Bay. But I was kind of confused because, like I said, after he did that, after he ended up retiring, he said that he's done for good. He wants to spend more time with his family. He's missed his, like, pretty much his son's childhood. And he said that it seems like his children are growing up so quick, and he's like missing out on partial of their life. And I can see why he retired. But then he sits out one season and wants to come back. Bruce Arians, don't get me wrong, is a hell of a head coach. He's a very, very good head coach. But I'm just surprised by this move. I'm not surprised by the Buccaneers hiring him because it was a good hire, but I'm surprised that Bruce Arians ended up coming back to football. And they also hired Dirk Cutter as their offensive coordinator. So, excuse me. Falcons have hired, I'll make a video on that, but the Falcons just hired ex-Buccaneers coach Dirk Cutter as their offensive coordinator. So, I like the move by Tampa Bay. I see where they're going. Bruce Arians is a very good head coach. What do the Buccaneers really need as of right now? Definitely a quarterback. They need a quarterback of the future because Ryan Fitzpatrick is aging by the year. He's a hit or miss. He starts good at the beginning of the season and then kind of like downgrades from there on out. And then you got Jameis Winston, who's, in my opinion, just not good at all. So they need to find a quarterback, and I feel like this draft coming up could possibly determine if they're going to draft a quarterback, maybe not. But if they don't end up drafting the quarterback, I'll be very shocked. Or if they don't land, you know, somebody like Ryan Tannehill, Nick Foles, Joe Flacco, somebody on the market out there that's probably going to be on the market in the offseason. If they don't get one of somebody in free agency or a quarterback in the draft, I'll be probably very surprised. But yeah, Bruce Arians hired as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers head coach. Great move. He did very good in his with the Arizona Cardinals. Took him to the playoffs a couple times. He had success. I'd say he was a successful coach in Arizona. So now Bruce Arians, Dirk Cutter, who else? Cliff Kingsbury and Matt LaFleur or LaFleur. I still don't know how to say his last name, but Matt LaFleur. I think it's Matt LaFleur. But yeah, Matt LaFleur. 4 ex-head coaches. 4 new hirings by the Falcons, the Buccaneers, the Green Bay Packers, and where did Kingsbury go to? Arizona Cardinals. So new head coaches. So now that's kind of cutting down. I do know right now the Broncos have still yet to hire their new head coach, and the Jets are still looking for a new head coach. The Browns are as well. And then I think there's like one or two other teams that are still looking for a head coach. So we'll see where that lands. I think that I do know that the Broncos are closing in on one of the two coaches that they're looking at. Bears defensive coordinator Vic Fangio, who I think would be an absolute hell of a head coach. I'm like still kind of ticked off because the Niners passed up Vic Fangio in 2015, and he decided to hire Jim Tomsula instead of him. And Vic Fangio is ready to be a head coach. He's probably top 3, if not best, defensive coordinators in the league. So we'll see if the Broncos can hop on him. I know they're looking at an offensive coordinator as well. I don't remember his name, but they're looking at an offensive coach as well. So we'll see where that pans out. But I'm going to be covering every hiring on this channel, and we'll see where that takes us. But Bruce Arians have hired as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers head coach. Very surprised move. He's a good head coach, and I'm not surprised by the move of them going out and hiring him. I'm surprised more of the fact that Bruce Arians decided to come out of a retirement and sign a 4-year deal with the Buccaneers as their next head coach. So Bruce Arians hired as the Buccaneers head coach. It's Niner Joe 49. With that being said, go Niners.